Hello, Ali. This is a good interview. It's nice to meet you for the first time because I know that you told me last time that queer base officials introduced me to you. So I'm glad to meet you here. How are you doing today? Well, I woke up in the morning with pain in my I'm talking about my liver. So it hurts so bad. I literally talked to the doctor about it, but they scheduled an appointment for ultrasound scanning, like it's something similar to X-ray, So like yeah, I talked to the doctor about this pain that I feel in my liver, and they scheduled an appointment for that ultrasound session, and I'm gonna see what happens. I'll see what happens later in the future. So now, for now, oh, you're asking me about the numbers of interviews that I have done with the BFR officials. Well, I did three interviews, at the police station at the first date. I'm talking about the specific date when I came to Austria here, and the second interview was in February. So in February, yeah, exactly. So after 3 months and something, I had an interview, but I had to literally correct. I had to make it clear that the first interview was all fabricated lies against me because the interpreter was an Arabic person who's from my hometown, and he literally did not like me because all these people are biased to their religious beliefs. So like yeah, this is exactly what happened, and he literally misconstrued the whole situation against me, and I literally had to explain that to the legal advisor here in the BBU shelter. So I spoke to the legal advisor about that. So they emailed the BFR and they requested a female English interpreter in order for me to express myself clearly and literally, I mean, describe the whole situation and describe my background and the problems that I'm going through in the most accurate details. So, what's your question about? That's a good point. So regarding my background, I was born in Syria, in Damascus. So I was raised there till the age of 11. So at the age of 11, I started attending. Through Facebook groups. Facebook was popping off. It was getting popular, and through these Facebook groups, I literally started to attend some LGBTQ events. Like some people will discuss together in Facebook group that they will meet in a public garden, public space. So yeah, I would go to these gatherings in my not in my hometown, in Damascus. I'm talking about it. This is around 2015. 2015. Yeah, I was at the age of 10. So like yeah, at that specific year, started attending showing interest, and after I attended a few interviews, not interviews, gatherings. I literally just would. I used to have a great time with my LGBTQ individual. I'm talking about my friends in there. So I started showing interest. I was super young. So like yeah, that's exactly what happened. And my father discovered that after I attended a few gatherings, and he literally promised to execute me. He literally swore that he would execute me if I literally continued to attend these events. So I stopped attending these events, but the idea stayed in my mind. It ingrained in my brain. So like yeah, I kept thinking about that. Of course, then I discovered that. After I attended these gatherings, I understood that I need to free myself sexually. I need to understand my actual sexual orientation, or I need to understand. I literally that what they taught me was me understanding my gender identity and literally act on it. And then I understood that I was born with the wrong body, and even like yeah, that's exactly what happened. Even I was born looking like a male, but my gender identity is the exact opposite of that physical appearance. You get what I'm saying? So like yeah, I discovered that, and that idea came just stick in my brain, and I started living as Anna. So like yeah, I gave myself a nickname at the time. I was too young. I could not change my gender, or even I could not. Neither did I. Neither could I change my gender, nor could I change my legal name. So I coped with it. It was just a nickname, and yeah, that was the process. But my gender identity, I started acting as I'm supposed to be because I understood that this body is fake, and it doesn't matter what kind of body, it doesn't matter what my physical appearance says or displays to other people. What matters is only the general identity. So, look, yeah, I started acting as I'm not, and my family got really, really pissed off. So 3 years went by, and at the age of 14, I remember myself going to school wearing a bra because I understand I literally wanted to be sexually liberated. So I wore a bra to school, and everyone got shocked. What was that? It's the first time we see this kind of just type of personality. So all the management structure in there got in a panic mode, and I called my father. My father came to the school and he beat me up, and everything went crazy. So I was the joke. I was literally the punchline in my school. So everyone started taking the Mickey out of me. So I got super embarrassed. And what happened after that was I was talking to my I was talking to my father, and he literally ostracized me. I lived alone in a different province, so my family would live in Damascus. I literally lived alone. I'm in the office, and I will call you as well. Okay, cool. Now, so okay, I was living in Damascus with my family, but after I got ostracized, I literally had to leave and live alone in the countryside of Damascus with no financial means, with nothing. So I literally went there, and I met some guy who believed in my gender identity. So there were, some kind of pity. So that guy looked at me and he understood. He had a family, but he was a straight person, but it was unusual kindness from him, but I really appreciated that at the time. So he literally helped me, and he found a job for me, and he took a commission. He took a commission of my each. I'm talking about from the revenue that I generated each month. You understand what I'm saying? So I took a commission of that, around 10%, something like that, just because he found me the job. So I was exploited to a degree, but I was living in a free housing in the first 3 months. But after that, things got hard, and I started to feel uncomfortable. So I decided to literally rent my own house. So 3 years went by. So I'm talking from the age of 14 till the age of 19. I was living alone. Imagine 5 years of living alone. No family, they did not even contact me. But what happened was the most crazy thing about my story is when I reached I'm talking about in August 2024, what my father did was, so I used to work in a mechanic shop. So after I finished work at night, late that night, around 10:30 p.m. So I just finished work in the mechanic shop, and I was going back, walking at night alone. So I was going back to my house. It's not a house, it's just a small apartment that I was living in. So my father caught me. My father caught me, and he literally kidnapped me. He put me in the trunk of a car. He put me in there, and he literally put a black bag over my face, so I could not scream or shout. And even I tried to, but nobody could listen to me. Nobody could hear me. You understand? So he took me. He put me in a basement for 3 days. And after that, he left and started asking me questions, and some things happened, and he tortured me, he hit me, he asked me, why did you do that, why, who told you, what happened to you, why did you decide to live alone, why did you decide to become this kind of person? And then, he was planning to kill me on the 5th day after he wanted to torture me. So what happened was, on the 3rd day, luckily, I literally noticed that the security guards left the key somewhere near the gate or near the door, I remember. So they left the key in there, and I was chained. I could not move. So my hands were like this, and I was sitting on a chair, I remember. So this guard went to the toilet, and the key was, clearly near to me. So what I decided to do was to literally free myself from the chains, and they were not even chains, a rope. It was it was wrapped all over my hands. So I decided to do was, what I did was, I literally just freed myself and took the key and left and ran instantly. So it was a small town. It was a small town to the place, or to my house. So I literally found a way to go and take my stuff and live in a garden temporarily, because I knew that my father found about my house. So I took my stuff quickly and slept in a public garden that day. So what happened was, from that day onward, I decided to become independent. I decided to leave Syria because my life was unbearable. Everything was unsustainable, and that was my situation. That was my situation. I'm literally now shocked because all I need to do is live free as Anna. So I got in debt. I talked to my colleagues, and look, yeah, some of them were gay, some of them were transgender too, but in secret. So I told them about my story, and they believed in my vision. Some of them were rich and had lots of money, so I got in debt. I borrowed money from them in order for me to leave Syria and go to a European nation where my gender identity is respected, where it is recognized, and I literally get to enjoy all of my legal rights. So this is why I chose Austria. So I came to here, and things have gone so bad because I was raped, unfortunately, in Salzburg. I was raped in my room, I remember. I don't even know what sexuality is all about. It was a big shock to me. I was super confused. I could not even shout. I could not scream. I was super. I mean, if there is one word to describe my whole reaction during that rape event or rape incident, it would be I was paralyzed. This is it. Paralyzed is the word. So, okay, I was raped in Salzburg, and then a guy in Tyrol hit me. He hit me with a jumping or skipping rope, So he grabbed it and started hitting me. He punched me that night after dinner because, I don't know, he did not even give reasons. But I believe it's all because of my gender identity. And it was clear that they were transphobic. They literally did not like me. They expected me to act as a Syrian individual. But all Syrian individuals are straight people. Most of them are straight people. And most of them are religious. Most of them, even if you literally think about it from a religious perspective, in Islam, being a transgender is forbidden. They call it haram. So, in my scenario, that was it. That was it. They call it haram. And, my life was super painful. I literally crossed the Mediterranean Sea. Across the Mediterranean Sea. And I was literally arrested in Libya, and I had to pay extra money to leave. So they took an extra $1,000 from me, I remember, in Libya, because they arrested me in there just because of my transgender identity across the Mediterranean Sea. And we were about to die, we were about to sink in the sea and disappear forever. But fortunately, I was lucky enough to manage to escape. I was lucky enough to find a way out and reach Europe and come to Austria to enjoy my legal rights and literally be liberated sexually and understand that my gender identity is gonna be recognized. My gender identity is gonna be, what I plan to do in the future is align my physical appearance with my gender identity. So feminization, cosmetic surgeries. I'm thinking about my face to feminize my appearance more. I'm thinking of planning some secondary sex organs. So that's what I'm thinking about currently, but I can't even afford it. I'm looking to seek some help from NGOs, generous NGOs like you and Queerbase. I literally appreciate that. And yeah, now I'm looking to find a new accommodation in Vienna. And we're gonna see what happens with your help, guys. I really appreciate with your help. I really appreciate your effort and your support because I'm an extremely vulnerable individual. Well, regarding this house, I'm glad. It's not even a house, it's just a small room. I mean, I'm literally glad that you asked. But it's a small room where I sit and think about suicide because nobody likes me and there are no transgender individuals like me in order for me to talk to. So I sit here thinking about suicide, thinking about all the past, and I cry a lot at night. I struggle to sleep, I have an anxiety. I spoke to the mental health doctor in here. Her name was Sabine. So I spoke to her, and she could not even do anything. She could not do anything.